Hi, today we're gonna talk a little bit about the autopilots, the actuators. Now, this is one of the smallest one. It is a linear drive. It's from Raymarine Auto Helm. It used to be from the ST4000, ST5000 systems and so on, like this one. And this one you manually insert it. It has a small notch on the helm. This is for the boats that have a hands steering. Can be commanded by an ST5000 or 4000 that has everything inside the unit. It does read the compass, it does read the radar, it has a SITOL communication port, it has the drive output. This system also has a clutch for another type of drive that used to have a clutch, and everything was inside the small display. It has even the power electronics that stay inside. Now on the successive versions they use an ST6000, and then after from the outside they look similar, the same thing. The difference is that the 6000 only has the SITOL behind, and they used the Smart Pilot series S1. Let me just grab one. This series, so if you have a 6000 series, 6001, 6002, you have a Smart Pilot, or you might have an SPX5 electronics also. Now with the 5000 there was a series of linear drive that this one doesn't have a clutch, doesn't have anything. It's fixed only electrically, you can move it. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the best autopilots. They consume really low power. It's easy to turn by hand. If you have like an Lecomble Schmidt with an hydraulic pump and the oil and the piston and so on, it is a little bit heavier to move. So this one doesn't make too much drag by himself. Then it consumes really less comparing with everything else that you have to, comparing with the Lecomble, comparing with the Jeffa DD1 steering. Now this one also has a clutch inside, so when you power it you have two thinner wires that go on the clutch. Now the T1 series, the short and the long, they supposed to go with the Smart Pilot S2. It has been a Auto Helm series or Raytheon intermediate that inside has a small klaxon motor. The motor is made by Klaxon. It is 10 volt because it has it was born to be used with the Auto Helm Type 100 series. The one with the Klaxon motor, 10 volt motor, was born to work with Type 100, but a lot of boats they still have them installed on an ST5000. I don't know if you can see it. A lot of boats have them installed, the ones with the Klaxon 10 volt motor. The successive series that have 12 volt motors, they go on a Smart Pilot S2. This one doesn't have the freaky thingy on the top. I think it's an S3, not an S2. Yeah, an S3. Just board to work with one of these, and you have the display. Now you have on this side the clutch, plus and minus, they are the two small wires, and then you have the motor A and B. Same type of connections you have on this one. Also you have the clutch and you have the motor 1 and 2 here. Now in order to test this type of actuator, a lot of people say, I don't know if it's working, if not. If it's installed on the boat and you have the wires here, all you have to do is take out the A and B wires and touch them on the screws on the positive and negative. You should hear the motor running. Now we'll just put it on a small drill. The motor is running, but you can move it freely by hand. Now it makes a little bit of force, but you can stop it. If you connect the clutch also, then it makes a lot of force and it blocks. If you only connect the clutch, now this one usually normally it's moving freely. If you connect the clutch, it blocks. So if you connect the clutch or press auto and the helm is blocking, the clutch is good. If you connect the motor and you can hear it, the motor is good. If you connect clutch together with the motor, it will go in one side, in one direction, and when you invert the cables, let's just do it like this, like the it's going in one direction. If you invert the cables, will go in the other direction. Ooh. That was not a nice. Wow, this is my spare unit. Let's just see what's going on with it. In theory, you should never bring it to the end of the line, one side or the other. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Anyway, and this is the T1. This is the one that consumes less power than all system that you have on the market today. And his longevity, if you watch SV Delos, they have an S2 on a T2 linear drive on the Delos, and they did like 2-3 around the world trips. Now this is one big hell of a actuator. Jeffa steering is the Jeffa 12 volt, maximum 15 amps, clutch 12 volt, maximum 1.5 amp. That one has like a 1 amp clutch. This one is 1.5, maximum 15 amps. That I think it's 12, around 12. This is a Jeffa. The model should be DD1 or DD15. I don't remember exactly. Jeffa, Denmark. These steering systems, you find them a lot on Anse boats. Particularly, I don't like them too much. I just bought it as an investment. Same thing, in theory. Now you can stop it. If you go and connect the clutch, I don't remember which is positive, which is negative. This one has, yeah, it's really heavy to move. But the thing is, it consumes a lot of power. You can only command it with the bigger S3. They were on Simrad on some boats, but you can only command it with an S3 Smart Pilot. It consumes a little bit more power than the other drives. There's a fuse here, yeah. there's a fuse here. It used to be, it is really freaking heavy. And then the ugliest part is that you cannot find spare parts for it to fix it. You cannot find the spares. So at this point, who has one as a spare, it worth a lot of money. Now this is the Lecomble Schmidt. It is a type 2 pump, 12 volt. I will not power it. This has a different system. It has the whole hydraulical drive, the outputs. The thing is that this hydraulic system, like the Jeffa steering system, it draws a lot of power, a lot more, like double of the T1 Raymarine. Now the way this works is it has a reversible motor like that one and like that one, and it has a solenoid valve that bypasses the piston, the hydraulical piston. Power wise, it draws a lot more power than both of them. They are pretty reliable systems all around. The hydraulic one is like the only alternative when you have a Jeffa and you don't have the space to fit a proper Raymarine actuator. Like you don't have the height, you can use a small hydraulical piston. Now these are like the main types I do have in my lab. This one is my spare part. That one I bought it as an investment. That one I have it because I wanted to do the hydraulical drive on my boat, and I keep keeping it on the shelf. I guess it is another investment also. Talking about investment,